Hello, I am Novi6. You just became a doctor of Rose Island, yet you don't know which operator to build, huh? In most gacha-based games, it is very tempting in trying to get higher rarity character, as they often have higher overall stats compared to the lower rarity ones. While this is true in a lot of games, Arknights included, but not all higher rarity are good either. In later stages in Arknights, you're still going to need the lower rarity ones in order to clear that side stages. This is mainly due to certain restrictions, such as a stage that requires you to generate extra DP so that you are able to deploy more operators on the stage. There are certain stages that won't generate DP naturally either. Another use for the lower rarity operators is also they can be a fodder, which is to stall so your main force able to recover, or as a bait, so your force won't take that full damage while still saving that precious DP. I'd recommend building the operators shown in this video, as they are somewhat universally useful starting from Vanguard. Fang that can automatically generate DP, Vanilla and Plume are cheap and able to deal decent damage while skills active. Vanguards in general is to generate DP and clear weaker enemies. Even though Vanguards are supposed to be cheap to deploy, higher rarity Vanguards often dismissed. This is because higher rarity means more DP cost to deploy, and their skills to generate DP didn't outweigh some of the lower rarity operators such as Myrtle vs Savage. Guard operators often has higher attack stats, and this is the go-to class for high damage output. Melanta being a duelist then has only one block but deals a lot of damage, while Midnight is a Lord subclass that can launch a ranged attack. His skill can deal arts damage that can be helpful to take down some enemies that has thick defenses. Not to forget Popka, that is a Centurion, basically an AoE card. Defender, as the class suggested, they are good at defending, both high defense stats and often higher block counts than other classes. While their skills are often defense-oriented, however, there are some operators that are offensive as well, and few that are supportive. Beagle has good defense stats while her skills active. Cardigan can only heal herself, while Spot can heal allies around him when the skill is active. His skill is also good to provide extra healing support aside from primary healer. Snipers is a class that's all about ranged operators that often do physical damages, and that would be Cruz. Well, she isn't the best damage dealer, but she certainly will help. Other sniper operators that should be built beside her will be Meteor, a 4-star operator. Meteor's skill able to reduce the target's defense by 30%, and this is certainly helpful in taking out swarms of drones. I'd recommend you to have at least 2 marksman snipers, as later stages will have to deal with ample amount of airborne enemies. There's Catapult, being a 3-star and she is an artilleryman subclass, but she wasn't great, so I wouldn't recommend her being built. Recommended alternative to her would be Shirayuki or Meteorite. Only that their DP costs are much higher, but they provide better skills compared to Catapult. Casters is the arts or magic damage dealers, useful in taking down thick defense enemies. Lava is a blast caster that deals AoE art damage to the target. Good operator to have if you need to have bit of crowd control. Similar to artilleryman sniper, but in arts damage output with shorter range in general. Co-casters will be Steward and Amiya, our beloved Arknight mascots. The co-casters are a single target caster, almost similar to marksman sniper, though there are casters who are in the mix of other subclasses too, such as our beloved Yafiala's second skill that enables her to deal splash damage. Steward's skill is good and it will automatically trigger, while Amiya will compensate that with her fast attack speed. Both are recommended and their DP are not that too far apart either. Medic will be the one responsible to keep your operator alive and well. Ansel and Hibiscus being a good starting healer, the archetype is a basic medic or single target medic. What's great on Ansel is that his trait enables him to heal up to 2 targets at once. When his skill is active, extends his skill range by 2 more tiles. Great when you need that extra reach for extra healing support. Hibiscus is just a standard healer that don't have anything special like Ansel does, but you'll need her for that extra healing capability as well. Next will be Supporter, a class that is like caster but somewhat different. As the name of the class suggests, they will give support. Though there are subclasses that will give buff to your operators as well as debuff to enemies, but they are not widely used as other classes, yet they'll help. Orchid is a diesel binder supporter that will inflict slow to any target she attacks, perfect when dealing with a fast moving enemies or enemies that can't be blocked. Specialist will be the final class explained. Specialist has similar all-rounder stats compared to Guard, but toned down due to what they are capable of, and Specialist only has 4 stars and above. Some Specialist operators can push or pull enemies with their skills, while some can be redeployed as little as 20 seconds of cooldown, and some can inflict slow similar to supporters Diesel Binder subclass but in their AoE. The recommended operator to be built here would be Gravel. That is an executor subclass that has fast redeployment traits. The gameplay of this subclass is often to stall or bait an enemy's skill. Stalling as in to halt the advancement of specific enemies such as boss or let you able to deploy higher DP cost operator. Bait is to let the enemy use up their ammunition such as bomber drone that may disrupt your defense force or take out small remote target and etc. There are other recommended operators that are not mentioned here. However, that will be on other video. These operators mentioned earlier are the ones that will help you clearing most of the stages. I hope this video proved to be useful for you in starting your journey as a doctor for Rhode Island. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.